on job sites, often they were full of grumpy old men. But now it seems to have changed. You've got people that are actually working in the position they're in because they want to, not because it's all they could do. I think that's what's changed.
You got all your sites grumpy old men?
There's a nice cross section of everybody. I appreciate it when everyone has a positive attitude.
What a politically correct answer.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you really think?
Hey?
What did you...
You don't have to name names. I think sites are a lot more friendly these days than they were 10 years ago.
I think sites are a lot more friendly than they were. I think it's, generally speaking, a more welcoming environment.
Yeah.
I think it's a more collaborative environment, right? I think
culture's changing.
The culture's changing.
Absolutely.
It's very much less sort of dictatorial where it's like, hey, we're going to tell you when you'll do it. We're going to tell you how you're going to do it.
And how you're going to like it.
And you're going to like it. Yeah. There's less of that, I think.
Yeah, definitely is less.
Yeah.
I think the fact that there's less of it, I'm not sure that the stigma has changed all that much.
I don't know. I don't feel that way anymore.
You don't feel that?
No, I don't know what the general consensus is, but I don't feel that anymore.
Well, when you go out in the world and you're at a party or someplace and you're telling people what you do for a living, I mean, do they ask you, well, what's it like working in construction? Is it that sort of world?
Well, I tell people I'm a rug dealer.
Well, that's good.
I'm a professional glue spreader, and I'm fine with it.
You're fine with it? Yeah.
Hey, everyone's road takes them down a different path.
Yeah.
And this one, whether it was the path of least resistance or not, it's done okay.
Yeah,
so,
right.
People are more concerned about me working in construction as a woman than they are about me and the vibe. You know?
Interesting.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Well, how is it? Like, are you accepted?
Yeah.
Do people treat you like an equal? There's still all of those questions.
And what are the answers?
Yes. I mean, I am accepted. Again, it's a lot better now than it was 15 years ago, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
It was a struggle in the beginning, but I don't feel that anymore.
I've noticed that shift too. More and more females that come onto the site and everything like that. It's nice to have a mix. A guy only, it can be a little bit more aggressive than it needs to be.
Yeah. Okay.
It's nice having, like I said, I like the power of positivity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can be positive on the site. It just makes the day go a lot better.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then what about you? I mean, as a woman. What is that collaboration?
Wonder Woman.
Yeah, Wonder Woman. What does the collaboration look like? I mean, is it different for you to collaborate with the guys on site versus a woman on site or a woman PM or anything like that?
No, I don't think so.
You haven't noticed any difference?
No.
Yeah.
No, it's no, I don't think collaboration doesn't fall into that. It's as long as there's respect. I mean, if there's people who don't trust or respect my role as a woman doing it, then there's not going to be the same level of communication or trust on my end.
But it's interesting that people who are outside of the industry, that's the question that they immediately go to. What do you think that is?
Stereotype.
Of the industry.
Right.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
And you don't think that, and so when you answer, hey, no, I find it fine, I just go to work and it is what it is, what is the reaction that you get to that?
The same thing that we're talking about right now is that the industry is changing. There are more and more women around, and yeah.
But the person who's asking the question, they kind of recognize that? Are they surprised by your answer?
Well, I don't think they're surprised. I think they're just curious because all of the statistics say that there's more women in construction now, but I think I'm just validating what they think they know.
Right.
Yeah.
And I believe our jobs are safe when this new AI world is coming in.
Yeah,
we have to be good with your hands.
I guess we'll find out tomorrow.
Yeah, we're
you guys get some AI?
Yeah, lots of AI. No, I think you're right. I mean,
I think what I wanted to get out, I think the blue collar shift from the white collar, it's not a bad thing to be able to work with your hands.
No, I don't think so either.
Yeah.
There's lots of different avenues, but I feel good about it most days.
Yeah. Talking about diversity in the industry, I mean, what about young people? What about getting young people on your installation crew?
Yeah, that's been tougher.
What do you find there?
I'm still a little older and I'm in a different generation. So what I find about the younger generation, it's not that it's, I want to say this properly. It's different the way we were brought up because it was very harsh. And now that when you're dealing with people and the way the culture has to be, the way you have to navigate has to be a little gentler.
Okay.
And
So you're talking about the way that you communicate to younger people that are in construction or on the job sites? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, it's just how I think maybe the generational part where it was come down to father to son here, or there wasn't a lot of collaboration, put it this way.
Right.
From the way I was taught versus the way I like to do it now.
Right. Okay.
So I like to try to find the way the people's skills work and how their aptitudes work and how I can be a better trainer.
Is there a difference in the way that you communicate or collaborate with somebody based on their age? I mean, do you go into an
Definitely.
interaction? There is.
Yeah.
So what does that look like for you?
It's just I think maybe I'm a little more short with some of the guys that I don't give as much explanation, and I know I'm bad for please and thank you, but as I go through that, I try to give acknowledgement where it's due. It's just not a command.
I see.
I don't want it just to be command basis. I want people to be able to buy in and say, okay, this makes sense. And I always want to explain the how and for the why. Like, this is why I do it. This is why I want it done this way. It's just not do this and do it my way or the highway kind of deal.
And you'll take more time, or you'll try to make more of a conscious effort with that kind of thing if it's a younger person?
Yeah, and as long as I see I think the want is there.
Yeah.
And then if they want to learn, then I will teach.
Okay.
So.
How about you, Susan? I mean, in terms of collaboration, will you approach a collaboration or collaborate differently with somebody based on their age? Will you kind of go into that with preconceived notions?
Yes,
Yeah.
I definitely do.
What does that look like?
I'll basically the same thing. The younger generation now, I think it has a lot to do with the way they were taught in school as well.
Okay.
COVID probably played into it and those kinds of things. But it's more, you need more patience, and there's more questions and answers, you know?
So is that strictly experience, or is there something more at play there?
On my end?
Having more questions come at you from, say, a younger person, is that, do you know what I mean? Is it purely based on...
Like, I'm trying to figure out how to say this too, but I feel like lots of times the new people that are coming in are just scared to try.
Oh.
So you have to lay it out for them exactly because they don't want to get it wrong. Where or our generation or whatever, it was like, go try it and then I'll help you if you're stuck.
Yeah, it's a little more. I try to do everything like procedural now. So there's one A, B, C, D.
Yeah.
And try to keep it linear that way.
Yeah.
So
Interesting.
Yeah. So we recently brought on Christy, and so the way that I've been communicating with her is, and I don't want to over communicate either because I don't know where her level is of knowledge and whatever. And here's an overview. Ask me what you don't know.
Right.
I'm happy to help. I mean, I'll sit with you all day if you want, but here's what needs to be done. Tell me where you're stuck.
As opposed to assuming that if there are questions, it'll come just to you. You think you have to communicate clearly, sort of the overview, and making it clear that you want the questions to come back. Is that what you mean?
Well, no, I mean, Christy is not 20,
Oh, I see what you're saying.
right?
Yeah,
So I can say to her, here's what has to be done.
Yeah.
You know, if you're stuck, come to me.
Yeah.
But if I was dealing with somebody who's younger, like my kids and their friends, I'd have to sit there for a day and a half, step by step.
Yeah. Okay. You find
more of a linear approach versus just a direct approach.
Right.
I guess the way I'm saying is more. There's everyone. It's more of a flow through.
Yeah.
So A goes to B to C to D. Like you have to work through the steps.
Very specifically.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
And not that either is right or wrong. It's just understanding who you're talking
I
to.
think that's just person by person basis and
Yeah.
learning how to communicate with their team members.
Right.
Learning how they learn, how their personalities work.
Yeah.
I think that's what makes a good manager anyways. You have to work with your people. So.
What about getting young people to actually show an interest in wanting to come and do what you do?
Oh yeah, that one's tougher.
That one's tougher?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why is that tougher?
I think maybe it's the stigmatism behind the trade. Like it's a hand trade, right? It's not a knowledge trade. So anytime that it's a hand trade, experience trade, there is technical stuff to what we do in technical aspects, but you learn by doing this trade. It's not like something where the electricians go to school and they get a red seal, plumbers. Ours is a lot of it's on the job training.
Yeah.
So that might be where electricians always wanted to feel like there's a hierarchy, right?
Right.
So
Is that intimidating, do you think?
to me, no.
No, not to you, but to a young person.
Maybe.
That they can't go to school and sort of learn this in a book, that they have to go start by sweeping and vacuuming floors.
And that's the thing, like it is learned by doing. There's not much else to it. Like you can read the theory about it and learn the technical aspect to all the different products we use, but
Yeah.
Until you actually do it, my old rule of 100, or everyone's the rule of 100.
Yeah.
I expect you to be competent by the 100th time we try something.
Right.
So.
Because I would argue it is technical what you do on site, right?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but that it has a lot to do with muscle memory.
I see.
And the things that the way it becomes ingrained into the way the body movements we do, our mechanics, it becomes part of what you do, and then it just becomes habit.
So it's more practical than theoretical.
Yeah.
Right. That makes sense.
I think the biggest thing what we look at, I don't want to be a right now or for right now kind of thing. If I'm going to invest the year or two it takes to get someone to a certain level they become an asset to our team, I want to know what they want to do it. And I'm just going to do this till something else move along, because that's a lot of my time invested in training.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you made the point about the AI and the fact that, in a lot of ways, white collar jobs and things.
Some of them might be going up in smoke.
They
Yeah.
absolutely can be going away. And, you having to lift a wall panel 50 times on a job site and make sure that it's level and plumb and get it in correctly and weld it into place. That type of work is going to have a lot more legs to it in terms of future looking. As someone who's got 3 young kids, I've always thought about the fact that, I want them to go to university and I want them to get a white collar job, and that's where the security.
You didn't drop out, but I did.
No, right.
You know what I mean?
But I think about it now in sort of that context, and I'm rethinking that in terms of, maybe the blue collar work and being in the trades, and, in your case, being your own boss and setting your own schedule and having sort of no ceiling on the money that you can choose to make or not.
Yeah.
There's a lot to be said for that, right? And it's not necessarily the old way of thinking things where it's like you should get a white collar job and you should get yourself.
Yeah, I think that is kind of the old connotation that this is your step you take, because I was following that path too, and university just wasn't for me.
Right.
It just wasn't. It didn't keep my attention where because I'm working with my hands and my body all the time. It kept me focused. Where when I was in university, I just had trouble staying focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, I haven't done installation like you have, but one of my favorite things of watching you guys work is this sense of satisfaction that you get that at the beginning of the day there was no flooring here, and at the end of the day there is flooring.
The visual impact
There's
behind
that
it.
visual, like this is, I can visually see what I accomplished today, and like we'll send 400 emails in a day, and like visually, unless you go to your inbox and like count them, there's nothing to really show for you.
You get some carpal tunnel.
Yeah.
Oh, I got that too, don't worry. That's part of that.
But there's a satisfaction that comes
There
with
is.
that.
With hard on stays. There's nothing, I've always enjoyed it because I grew up as a farm boy, so the honest day work always felt good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.